Would you risk everything to save a helpless creature with danger closing in? Catherine did, but what happened next was beyond anything she could have imagined. Was it trust, instinct, or something even greater? Under the blistering African sun, the patrol vehicle crept across the vast savanna, stirring up a faint trail of dust behind it. Behind the wheel, Catherine kept a steady hand and a keen eye, surveying the tall grass and scattered rocks with practiced precision. Nothing escaped her notice. As a seasoned ranger, she understood all too well that in the wild, the unexpected was never far away. Suddenly, a faint whimper drifted toward her on the wind. Fragile, but just enough to catch her trained ear, Catherine slammed the brakes, sending a silent signal for the rest of the team to halt. "Did you hear that?" she asked, her voice low and sharp with focus. Noah, a young ranger riding shotgun, tilted his head to listen. After a moment, he nodded. "Sounds like a lion cub," he said quietly. The team swiftly disembarked, moving in the direction of the faint cries. Catherine led the way, pushing aside dense foliage until the scene unfolded before her, and her heart tightened. There, wedged inside a rusting steel pipe likely forgotten from an old construction project, was a lion cub no more than 3 months old. Its wide golden eyes, brimming with fear, locked onto hers, silently pleading for help. Its front legs were wedged deep inside, and its head was pressed uncomfortably against the pipe's opening. Scratches on its skin and its dusty fur indicated it had been struggling for a long time without success. Catherine crouched down, keeping enough distance to avoid startling the cub. "It's okay, little one," she whispered, her voice soothing and calm. She knew that a gentle tone could help ease the animal's fear. Suddenly, Noah tapped her shoulder, his voice tense. "Catherine, look." She turned her head, and her heart began to pound faster. Not far from them, atop a small hill, a pride of lions was watching. A large lioness, likely the cub's mother, was staring at them intently, her ears perked, her muscles taut as if ready to charge at any moment. Other lions, including 2 males and several females, stood close by. Though they hadn't attacked yet, their presence thickened the air with tension. "If we move too fast or hurt the cub, the pride won't hesitate to attack," Catherine murmured, her gaze locked on the lioness. Noah swallowed hard. "So what do we do?" Catherine took a deep breath, keeping her voice steady. "We'll work fast, but carefully. If the mother realizes we're helping her cub, she might not attack." First, Catherine needed to assess the cub's condition. She knelt down and gently placed a hand on its small body. At the touch, it flinched and let out a weak hiss, but it was too exhausted to resist further. She could feel its rapid heartbeat beneath her palm. "You're scared, aren't you?" she murmured, stroking its back lightly to comfort it. "Hold on, little one. We'll get you out." She examined the trapped area closely. The edges of the steel pipe were rusted, and the inside was rough, likely causing the cub to get stuck. Pulling it out forcefully might result in serious injuries. "We need to moisten the area around its body to reduce friction," Catherine said. She took a clean cloth from the medical kit, soaked it in water, and gently dripped it over the cub's neck and shoulders. The dust on its fur washed away, revealing soft skin underneath. "Now let's try pushing it out," she signaled to Noah. Noah knelt down, one hand carefully holding the cub's head while the other supported its body. Catherine placed both hands on the cub's hips and pushed forward gently. The cub squirmed weakly, but its body barely moved. It whimpered, its legs trembling. "It's not working." Catherine shook her head. "The pipe is too tight. If we pull any harder, we might dislocate its joints or injure it further." She glanced at the pride. The lions had stepped closer. The lioness's body lowered slightly, her tail flicking through the air, a sign of anxiety or an impending attack. Catherine quickly made a decision. "We need to cut the pipe." Noah immediately ran back to the vehicle to retrieve the metal cutter. Meanwhile, Catherine continued stroking the cub's back, trying to keep it calm. The engine of the cutter roared to life as the blade met the steel. Sparks flew, causing the cub to flinch, but Catherine quickly placed her hand on its forehead, whispering reassurances. "Almost there, little one. Just hold on." Bit by bit, they cut along the length of the pipe, taking extreme care to avoid harming the cub. Catherine could feel the rising tension as the lions grew increasingly restless. Finally, after more than 20 minutes of nerve-wracking effort, the last section of metal was cut away. Catherine immediately crouched down, slid her hands under the cub's hips, and gently pulled it free. It let out a small cry, its body trembling. But as soon as it was released, it wobbled to its feet. Suddenly, a deep roar echoed through the air. The lioness was charging toward them. "Back away! Now!" No shouted. The team slowly stepped back, never taking their eyes off the lioness. The cub, after a brief moment of hesitation, finally recognized its mother. It blinked and then sprinted toward her. The moment it reached her, the lioness immediately bent down, sniffed it thoroughly, then gently licked its forehead. Catherine exhaled in relief. She wasn't sure if the lions truly understood what they had done, but at that moment, the look in the lioness's eyes wasn't one of pure hostility anymore. As the pride slowly disappeared into the dense bush, Catherine remained standing, her eyes fixed on the small figure of the cub pressed against its mother's legs. A soft breeze swept through, carrying the distinct scent of the African plains mixed with the lingering tension of what had just transpired. Noah walked up beside her, still catching his breath from the intense encounter. He glanced at Catherine with a faint smile. "Do you think the lioness knows we just saved her cub?" Catherine tilted her head, recalling the moment when the lioness locked eyes with her before turning away. It wasn't gratitude in the human sense, but it wasn't pure hostility either. It was something in between, a silent acknowledgement. "I'm not sure," Catherine replied, a small smile tugging at her lips, but maybe, for a brief moment, she understood that we weren't her enemies. Noah chuckled and patted her shoulder. Either way, today was unforgettable. The team gathered their equipment, extinguished any lingering sparks from the cutter, and returned to their vehicle. As the engine rumbled to life, Catherine took one last glance at the vast landscape, where the sunset bathed the wilderness in a golden red hue. She knew there would be many more challenges ahead. Trapped animals, poachers, the unpredictable forces of nature. But at that moment, watching a small life return to freedom, she knew that every effort was worth it. As their vehicle rolled away from the scene, a small figure emerged at the edge of the trees, the lion cub. For a fleeting moment, it paused and glanced back at them, its golden eyes shimmering under the fading twilight. Then, as if sensing it had been granted a second chance, it turned and padded after its mother, disappearing into the wild where it was always meant to be. Catherine smiled softly before driving away, leaving nature to continue writing its own story. This moment captures the profound connection between humans and wildlife, shining a light on compassion, courage, and the importance of conservation. Catherine's daring rescue of the lion cub stands as a testament to humanity's responsibility to protect the natural world. Meanwhile, the mother lion's wary yet accepting gaze hints at a silent bond of trust, one that transcends words. The story also serves as a reminder of the unintended harm human activities can inflict on wildlife, underscoring the urgent need for greater awareness. In the end, the cub's return to the wild becomes a powerful symbol of freedom and the enduring legacy of compassion. What do you think of this story? Let us know in the comments section. I hope you liked this story. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.